In today's video, we are diving into the top 5 habits that can help pave the way towards you being rich. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. Now, whether you're looking to build your wealth or to just increase your income or to achieve your financial freedom, these habits are key. So if you're ready to take control of your financial future, let's jump right in. Welcome back to my channel, everyone, the Next Level Life Hacks, where we take the next steps needed to grow towards our financial freedom and success. Now, I highly appreciated the fact that you clicked on this video and that you have been subscribing. Thank you very much. I highly appreciate it, and I am even more committed to create valuable content that can be beneficial to you. Now, let's not take it for granted. Getting rich often requires a combination of creativity, very hard work, so there's no get rich quick scheme, and smart decision making. Now, we're going to be looking at the 5 habits that you are going to be implementing as of today. Yes, today. There is never an early time or a late time for you to begin putting things in place so that you can be rich. And get accustomed to saying it. We want to get rich. Money is not the root of all evil. I personally believe that the lack of money is the root of all evil. It leads you to make certain decisions that you would not have normally made if it is that you were financially well off. Plus, if you're a parent, you want to make sure that your children live an easier life than we did. Hey, come here. I personally don't want my son working for everyone and laboring in a 9 to 5, working 40 hours each week, begging for 2 weeks off every year to go on a vacation. Hell no. I want him to be able to travel when he wants to, live where he wants to, and not worry about spending on anything. So even if it is for that unselfish reason, to have our children live in a better life, then you need to get rich and I need to get rich. So let's go. The first habit that we are putting in place as of today is to develop a new business idea. The wealthiest persons in the world are business owners. You might be sitting on a business idea for maybe the last 5 to 10 years, and you are just having a high level of timidity to move ahead with the idea. What are you waiting on? If it is that you do not have an idea, then start looking around you for things that need fixing. You might say, why things that need fixing? The wealthiest persons and the best businesses have found a problem to solve. The bigger the problem, the more money you are likely to make. Look at Amazon. They are not selling the delivery of packages or goods. They are selling what? Convenience. They realize that persons want to sit at home, avoid driving to retail outlets, walking through aisles, browsing through different material, and not knowing what it is that the reviews are for these items. Now, you can sit at home, read the hundreds of reviews that previous persons have said about the product to know whether or not you are to purchase it. The item gets delivered to you. If you are in the United States, for example, could be the very same day if you order early in the morning, or it could be the next day. Therefore, starting right now, start looking around your community for things that are needed. Start looking within your household. If it is that you are someone who cooks in the kitchen and you realize that there is an appliance or a utensil that you know persons who do very well with, then start seeking a supplier for that product. Find a problem and solve it. Whenever you're driving to work as well, don't just have blinders on and not looking around. Start looking around you safely, not taking your eyes off the road for too long, but start looking around your community or even on the commute to work. What are certain things that could be needed or there is a demand for and not much supply for it? Because as in everything, there is the rule of demand and supply. If a business idea, when you do your analysis, that it is saturated in the market, then unless you're going to be doing something creative or unconventional with that business idea, then you might be setting yourself up for a low priced, already saturated item or service that you will not have a high demand for. That's not the intention. Remember as well that your community or your household is a microcosm of the outer world. Whatever exists in your community, or whether it be your work community, then there is a representation out into the wider worldwide community. So if you identify a need or a shortfall in something within your workplace, your house, or your community, very well this might possibly mean that there is a need for that item or service in the wider world or the wider community. Also, do not limit yourself to physical products or a physical product business nature. Remember that there are services that can be offered online, courses, for example, that you could sell online, or digital products that can expand your business to the world. The greater the market, the greater the potential for success and to become rich. The next habit that we are going to implement today is to learn a new skill. Get out of your comfort zone. Growth does not happen in comfort. You have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable for you to grow towards riches. Therefore, learn a new skill, but one that is in demand. Again, though, my friends, do not learn a skill that is not needed or there's no market for in the marketplace. That's repetitive, but yeah, you know what I mean. Do not learn something that might be saturated. Seek out a skill that you know is in demand. The world is going and moving towards technology and to computing. Therefore, if it is that you find a skill in coding, computer science, web page designing, editing of content, there are many of us content creators in the market now that are turned off from editing our content. At least I know I am. When I sit and create my content, then I know that I have another 2 to 3 hours to invest in editing that content. And sometimes, especially if you're in a full-time job, you do not have time for it. That's an opportunity for you. There is also never a better time for you to learn a new skill than the present time and the present market. The internet, especially YouTube, has shortened the learning curve for so many things. There are so many things that you can learn right now. I look like a lion roaring just now. But there are so many things that you can learn right now just from watching YouTube videos. Here you are on this video learning 5 habits to implement today for you to become rich. This would not be possible before 1995. Therefore, take advantage of artificial intelligence that exists. Go to ChatGPT, type in anything that you would like to learn, and it gives you the instructions, or it tells you where you can get the information from to learn about that topic. So get going today to learn a new topic. The next thing that we're going to be doing is to strategically network. We're going to start leveling up our social network. Now, don't get me wrong, and I know some of you are going to say, oh, we are going to act as if we are better than our friends and stop talking to our friends. Rubbish. We are going to keep our genuine friends, but to thine own self be true. We can look within ourselves and within our friendship network to know what the shortfalls are. There might be a lack of the business knowledge in terms of how to start a business, how to get business credit, how to open an LLC, how to open a non-profit, so many things that your social network might not be familiar with. You therefore need to expand, not leaving your friends behind, but widening your pool as to who you interact with and to who you can pull knowledge from. It is often said that if you are at the top of the rung within your friends or among your friends, then who are you pulling from? If everyone keeps pulling from you, whether it be information, advice, counseling, then it is that you are being depleted and you have no one to turn to for additional information. So look actively as of today as to who you can pull close to. Some persons might say, hey, but I'm not going out to beg any friends from anyone. That's not it. You have things that you can offer to someone else as well. And it is time to reciprocate to get that information or knowledge from someone else who is much more knowledgeable than you in certain areas. It is often said, show me your 5 closest friends and I'll tell you who you are. So, what is it that your social network and your 5 closest friends, what are those persons saying about you? Remember, whether or not you want to admit it, you will be pulling from the stronger person's personality in your network, whether good or bad. So, therefore, assess your network and start expanding it so that you can grow towards riches. Let me make another point so I can drive the point home even more. Look at your current social circle. Whenever there is some advice or there is an opportunity that has come up, don't you share it among each other so that you can be looking out for your friend? Hey, do you know that there's a discount at that store around the corner? Hey, I heard that there's a job opening at this place. See if you can get in so you can increase your income. It's the same thing when you level up. When you get into the big boys club and into those social circles where more opportunities are available, it is the same way that they will pass on these advice to you. And you will oftentimes know of opportunities before other persons because you are networking with these individuals. Remember that many business decisions are not made based on information only, but based on emotions. Persons are more inclined to give opportunities to persons they know and they like and that they trust. So if you get close to these individuals, then you stand a more likely chance to get approvals for loans that are left to discretion at the end of the day, business opportunities, even financing could be open to you, and most importantly, partnerships. Now, successful persons have mentioned that they have grown the most out of partnerships. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with a team. The 4th habit that we are starting today is to invest wisely. Now, allocate time each and every day, starting today, to research and understand different investment opportunities that exist in the market. Stop limiting yourself. Now, whether it be stocks, real estate, new startup businesses, making informed investment decisions can vastly accelerate your path to wealth. Now, disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do not take what I say as gospel, then say that you learn it on Next Level Life Hacks and therefore you did it and it was not the right decision, and then you'll want to sue us here. No. Clearly, I am not a financial advisor. The information in this content is purely for educational purposes and might be for entertainment for some persons as well, but it is strictly for educational purposes and not financial advice. Therefore, one of the best advice in this area and in this habit is to get connected with a financial advisor. They will assess your current situation, your income, your expense, create your budget, and will advise you what is best for you based on what your financial goals are. Now, what I need to point out to you, that hope is not lost based on your level of income, because you might be saying that you do not earn enough to invest. But hear what? It is not what you earn, but rather what you do with what you earn. Once you have an income, you have the potential to be rich. Therefore, you could have someone that is earning much more than you, even in your workplace or as a business owner, but their expenses are so much more than yours because they have not learned to live either a minimalistic lifetime or to live within their means, or to be more conservative now so that in the long term they can have more disposable income. So if you are earning less than the other person, but you restrain yourself in terms of your expenses, you could very well have more to invest than the person that you think is wealthier than you. Now, some advice that I can give to you, if you are working and if you are in employment, because hey, I'm not going to be unrealistic to only be speaking to persons who are business owners or to imply that you need to leave your job and immediately go into business ownership. That would be irresponsible of you and be irresponsible of me. So if you are in full-time employment, there are certain things that you can take advantage of. Certain things like your 401k. Maximize that amount that you are able to contribute, and especially if your employer contributes and matches your contribution, that's free money that you are allowing to slide by. Take advantage of that opportunity. If you are in other countries that offer a pension program, same thing, maximize this amount. This is a crucial and critical way for you to either avoid taxes or to defer taxes to a later date. So therefore, take advantage of this. Another very strategic tool or strategy is for you to have compulsory salary deduction that goes towards your saving account or an investment tool. So therefore, speak to your payroll department and have them subtract a certain amount each pay cycle from your pay, and then have those funds remitted to another financial institution that will invest these amounts for you. A key note as well is to make sure that these funds that you have compulsory deducted from your pay hard to access. Therefore, things like do not have a checking account, do not have a debit card for that account, and preferably choose a location or an institution that has limited branches that would be way out of your way to get to for you to go in to withdraw these funds. So therefore, you are more inclined to keep the funds in that investment option. I know that for me, it is much easier to have the funds not reach in my hands, because once money gets in my hand, it is much harder for me to make those smarter decisions. Our brains are wired to make life easier for us. And therefore, again, I say, to thine own self be true. If you know that you are prone to making bad money decisions once money gets in our hands, then make that decision and that process easier by having our employee automatically deduct the funds and send it and lock it away somewhere. Now, under this habit, there is something that I want you to consider as well, and it is for you to explore alternative investments. These will include controversial areas such as cryptocurrency, peer-to-peer lending, or investing in different startups. Now, of course, these can have higher risks, but as it is said, the higher the risk, the higher the potential for rewards. So investigate these unconventional areas that can lead to higher rewards and would probably get you rich much faster. Now, one of the main things that you have to invest in, and what is that? Put it in the comment box below. What do you think the main thing is for you to invest in? Yourself. You. Therefore, under this habit, you are going to start, as of today, to start investing in yourself. Whether it is investing in your health, because remember, your health is your wealth, or if it is that you're going to be investing in learning a new skill, taking courses, or getting certifications that can increase your value, whether on your job or in your business, conscious self-improvement can lead to higher earning potentials, right? Now, the mere fact that you are here could be that I am preaching to the converted. Send this video to a family member or a friend who you know needs to invest in themselves. They're always wanting to become richer, to have more money. They might even be borrowing from you every day. So the faster that you get them to being rich, the more money that will stay in your pocket. So help them as well by sending them this video. But invest in yourself. The last point, which might be the most important point, is to practice mindfulness and visualization. Manifestation is real. In the beginning, the Word was God and God was the Word. The world was created apart from you persons who believe in evolution. However, the world was created through the word. There is death and life in the tongue. As our parents said when we were children, watch your mouth, hush your mouth. It's the same thing that we need to do now. Watch your tongue. Watch what it is that you're speaking over your life. Watch what it is that you're speaking over your children's life. It is real. Whatever you speak into the universe will bend its way to conform to what it is that you are putting out through your words. Therefore, mind what it is that you say. How do you get up each morning? Do you just get up and go on social media, check your emails, turn on the news, and start feeding your mind with all the negativity and criticism that are existing in the world? No, that is not the right way. I personally listen to TD Jakes for at least 30 minutes every morning. It sets my mind in the right space. Practice meditation, practice yoga, whatever it takes to increase you to a level of optimized thinking and operation, that is what you need to tap into. It's very important for you to keep your level of energy in the right place without feeding yourself negativity. Now, practicing mindfulness can help you stay focused and motivated, leading you to make better decisions and taking action that will align you towards your wealth building goals, right? So therefore, set your mind right. Now, in conclusion, it is important to note that getting rich is a long-term goal, my friends, that requires patience, persistence, and willingness to take calculated risks. But it can be done, it must be done, and we need to get it done if we want to live a better quality life. And as I said, to make sure our families live more comfortable now and in the future. Now, as usual, my friends, if it is that you have found at least one thing, just one thing from this video to be beneficial, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share it with others that you know could take benefit from the content that is available in this video. Until next time, take care and see you in the next video.